Yes, it is. So I just sent you an email you should have got.
The YouTube link?
Yeah, the YouTube link. Yep. And if you go to that, it's live right now, and you should see your house.
Yep. And if you go to that, it's live right now, you should see your house. Oh, should I? I got two audios going. That's a problem.
Yeah, you want to turn the volume off on your computer.
Done.
There we go. All right. So now if you can see your house there it is, live.
Yep.
And so now I'm going to go to the 2-dimensional view, and of course we get everything from Google and GIS. So now you just tell me what size and shape and where you want the pool. I got one question before we start, and that's where the gas and electric meter are on the house. They should be usually on a house like this, they're on the left side. If we're looking at the house from the street,
yeah,
they're usually on the left-hand side. They are? Okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah. And then you can just tell me now where you want everything, kind of.
Okay. So, yeah, that'd be right. Okay, so our pool equipment, we want in the back left corner.
Back, okay, perfect.
By the pie.
Gotcha. By the pie, exactly. You got a pie-shaped lot for sure. So now Fontana, you got to be 5 foot off the property line.
Yep.
So 5 and 5, we'll get as close as we can there.
Okay, and so now that wall that you have there is that our property line?
Yeah, that's the property line. And the wall. Yeah.
So did you see we have a block wall?
Gotcha. You guys you said
Yeah, so you see it. Is that right? So there's a garden wall.
Yep.
It comes about 7 feet off the property line.
On the left side, right next on this side over here, on the next to the California room.
No.
On the other side. Let me see.
On the back.
There you go. I see you. There it is. Yep. 7 feet. Okay. Yeah, you got to step the wall there.
Yeah. Did you see the pictures that I sent you?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that back wall. So you got 7 foot. So is that proper? So you're gonna try. You got a little garden wall. Looks like to be about a 3 foot garden wall up against, and then that dead ends into another wall that looks to be about 5 foot or 6 foot high.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's kind of where the equipment's going to go, is right in that corner, because it looks like it's a double wall, or there's 2 walls there. So the wall on the left-hand side, so you have the garden wall, and I'll put it in right now so you can see it, because it looks like that garden wall. So the back wall is 7 foot off also?
The back wall, the garden wall, yeah.
They're both 7 foot off the property line, okay.
There's just one.
There's just one that goes all the way, okay. So that dead end. So this wall, this is 7 foot all the way around. And it just
all the way across the back.
Gotcha.
There's only one wall on the back property, on the back of the property. Yes.
Right. Yeah, we got it here. Okay. So we're going to put the equipment in front of that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side. Okay, no problem. So you can see it. I put it in there. And we'll make it the same color, that stuff. Close enough for government work.
Yep.
Okay.
And yes, there you go.
Yeah. No problem. And
so we're growing grapevines up on that hill.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Are you gonna make wine and then you're gonna whine about the wine? Is that what's gonna go on? Probably.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
you know.
That's the plan.
So when you build a pool, so is the pool gonna be flat, or are you gonna have a raised area with water features on it, or just?
Yeah, raised area
With water features, okay.
So yeah, and so I appreciate your creativity in this. You know, you do this all the time. We do it. This is our third pool, so we're not new, but.
No, gotcha. But you know what you want. But you know what you want, probably.
Yeah, I pretty much know what I want. But so here's our issue. So if you look at the pictures that I sent, you see there's houses in the back.
Yes.
And we really want them gone. So originally, when we moved here, we were just going to put in a spa and grass and the trees and.
Right.
So that's why the trees are there. And then we decided, no, we have to have a pool.
Right. Of course.
And so those trees are there, and we want them to stay there.
Right.
And, they're not really conducive with a pool.
Right.
So, yeah. So we've got some problems coming in.
Right.
And so one of the things that we were talking to some friends about is like having it raised over there.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what I'm wanting. I'm saying this is an idea.
Right.
But if it were raised even just a little bit on that end, it would prevent a free fall from going in the pool.
Yeah, just a little bit would stop any kind of like anything like that. And if those trees, you only need a little bit. Like those trees are probably maybe 3 to 5 foot planted from the wall. So I mean, if you have the water line, it's really how much concrete. If you don't want to walk where the trees are, you can go ahead and put the pool structure 5 or 6 foot there, and then just raise it up. Depends on how high you're going. I don't know if you're gonna, when it comes to the design of the pool, are we doing a free form pool? Or are we doing a square pool?
Yeah, we were thinking more rectangle, or we have a lot of angles.
You got a lot of angles.
So we kind of think we should have angles in our pool.
Yeah.
So like a square spa and like maybe rectangle, or it could pie out too. We've drawn some pictures like that too.
Well, let's just see what we can do here. I'll throw the spa in here first. And again, I always tell everyone, look, I'm never going to swim in your pool. This is your swimming pool. And yes, I've designed, I'm going to say thousands of pools. Probably. I probably designed close to 500 to 700 a year. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I've been doing this 20 years. So quite a few pools. So,
all right then.
So, but that doesn't mean you know what you like. And again, so it's really, and it's all of this is art. There's nothing, there's no wrong, just when it comes to the functionality, I'll tell you, hey, this is that, like again, but the basics are, and you've had 3 pools, is people usually play in the shallow end. So having a deep, if you like a deep pool, that's great. But when it comes to usability for parties and for kids, they're usually,
no, we don't want a deep pool.
Yeah. So if it's my pool, again, the other thing is, it's a pie-shaped yard, but you could do something, instead of doing, I like the square, but you could do even something like, and if you're going to take that wall, you could take part of the wall out if you want to get closer and get right, to get yourself the most room.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's really where you're not, if that spa is going to be in the front of the pool, because you're not gonna walk, if you're not worried about walking around that pool. Because we could do some kind of neat things. Let's see here. That tree, I'd say if we do to give that tree, it's going to be, what kind of tree is that? Is it a poke?
It's a California pepper.
It's a California pepper. So it doesn't need too much, and they're not really evasive. They're not too evasive a tree, and I'm going to assume that it's probably planted like 3.5 feet off. So you could probably get away with, having the pool even 6 foot close. Again, Dave's going to lay this out with you too, so he can go, okay, let's lay it out. But if we probably raise that backside up, and you can get to that equipment, you can step up, or the pool guy can step back up out here. So it's not a question of access to that pool equipment, which you probably put a little. If it's me, I'd probably put a wall. Let's do that right now. I'd probably put a wall here, anyways.
Oh yeah, around the equipment.
Yeah, I would just go ahead and just go ahead and put.
Yeah, we want that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would just go ahead and put the 3-footer here. You don't have to make it part of the pool if you don't want, because we can just raise portion of the pool back up. But let's do this first, and then we'll see what you like. That's the nice thing about the 3D. You can just change it real quick, and away we go. Why is this Heightley one? Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, all right, and then that's good. You can keep that at 3. We can actually go 4, and then let's make the backside. I think what we'll do, if it's me, it might be kind of fun to have 2 levels here. 2 foot, or let's go 2.6. Let's try 2 first. I'm channeling Bob Ross today. I can feel it.
I don't know who that is.
Bob Ross? Now,
Yeah.
Ann, can I ask? Are you under or I'm 50? So
okay, I'm in your same decade.
You're in the same decade. You don't know Bob Ross from PBS?
No.
He had fro hair and wow. Okay, well, he was on PBS. He was the guy that he drew Happy Clouds. He was on PBS, and he was always drawing, and he looked like he was stoned all the time, and he was so mellow, and he taught an entire generation how to paint oil paintings. And
wow.
Yeah, so they're probably the most relaxing thing you can do. I think we want to do that. Let's see how that looks right there. And then I want to do something over here, but I want to see how that looks first. This is, you got the desert there, so let's make that desert. And this is the first pool you built with Dave, or did you build the other ones?
Yeah. No, this is the first we've done with Dave.
And how was the experience before?
So the first pool we did, my husband ended up finishing it. It was a disaster.
Yes. Yep.
So, it's all in having an experienced builder, right?
It really is, yeah.
The second pool went fine. And that was with TaylorMade, but they the owner sold and went out. So
yeah, it's really, again, me and Dave, I've been working with Dave for about 5 years. I do all his designs. I design for homeowners and a lot of contractors, which is still the homeowner. So
yeah.
But that looks like let's see, it's doing that. Okay. And he's a good builder. He's probably the best builder. When it comes to a guy that builds a lot of pools, he does a really good job, and he shows up on time, and he calls you back. All the things that you want a builder to do. But I
have to say, as far as this go around, so we talked to 5 builders.
Whoa.
Yep, we did. We got prices from 3.
Right.
But his process,
right,
is the most efficient, and it's just so straightforward.
Yeah, he's no BS. He really, again, I'm a Navy veteran, so that's why me and him get along pretty good, because I'm like, hey, let's get it done. Gotta get it done. And but he shows up on time. He calls you back, and that's really, I don't know if the other guys did or have you had a bunch of rigmarole?
A little bit of both. There was actually another builder we really wanted to go with, and their price was just way too high.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a seller's market right now when it comes to contractors. Yeah. And I don't know if you're looking for a big pool, like, what size you want, because that's, we're starting.
So the dimensions we have are 17 by 35.
Gotcha. Now that's tucked back there. Yeah. So that's tucked back there. So we could pull it forward if you want a square one, because 35 would be somewhere about right there. And then it'd be closer instead of tucked back in that corner. It'd be kind of closer.
Yeah, we figured it would come, closer to the house. And we'd like to have, what do you call it, a Baja Reef or?
Yep, no problem. Do you mind if I ask who the other builder was? I always like to.
It was Custom Built.
Custom Built. Fontana. You mean Mike from Mike Nishan?
That might be.
Mike
that might be right.
Mike Nishanian from Castaway Custom Pools.
Oh, we did him too.
Oh, you did him too.
We did him too.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a price from him. Let me see if I can find the card from the other one. Yeah, we didn't connect with him at all.
Mike's a little he's very direct, and he's not touchy feely. He's not a touchy feely person.
Yeah, it was Custom Built Pools and Spas was the company.
Custom Built Pools and Spas. Yeah, you can't beat Dave's price. He just does them. He just got it. He just does it really well.
Well, the thing that and it's too soon to tell, but it doesn't seem that he nickel and dime.
No, he won't. Again, so to give you a little background on me. So I used to own Blue Haven Pools, Orange County. So so I used to build 100 pools a year. So, and I really just despised being a contractor. I did not. I don't. I like people, but I don't like managing money. And I don't like managing subcontractors at all. They're not any fun to me at all. And I'd like to do this. This is what and honestly, I'm much better at this than I was ever as a builder. So, but it's not hard, I think, to be a good builder, but it takes a certain type of guy, and you got to show up on time, and you got to be kind of little. But and it's easy to nickel and dime homeowners because people don't know. People don't know. And Dave doesn't do that. I've been again 5 years that we've been best friends, and I'm just kidding. But him and his wife Lori are just salt of the earth. And I got my license a little bit before he did. A few years younger. But I've had one complaint from an engineer who I scolded when he complained. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's no problem with your pool. You're just being a jerk. And Dave was like, oh, thanks for doing that. I was like, no problem. But he shows up on time. Never had one single complaint, and he won't nickel and dime you. And he just wants you to have a good experience. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's we can read people. I wouldn't say we're perfect at it, but we've been around the block and we've done a lot of business and a lot of different things.
Right.
And that's our sense is exactly that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Again, we do. The problem is now it's just too busy. It's too much work.
I have to say, I am a little concerned about that because, he was saying like how crazy it is. So I'm a little concerned that it's going to take a while to get this done.
He's not. I don't think so because his guys. I think that he's kind of got it under control as compared to the other builders. So, and again, Mike Nishan, his price probably was the highest, quite honestly.
Actually, it wasn't.
Really? The other, yeah, because
the custom built was.
Custom
built. And like I said, love the guy, love the design he came up with. We would have went with them, but and it wasn't like a little bit.
Oh no, I'm sure. No.
It was a lot of money more.
Yeah, no. Again, when you're a good builder, you can get your price. You can get your. He's not hurt for work, not even a little bit. Yeah. Not even, especially now. So yeah, he probably Dave's. This should have cost you. Dave's price should have been 65 or 70, somewhere in there for the pool.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
Yep. And
with all the equipment.
Yeah, with all the equipment.
But not the concrete.
Not the concrete, yeah. And that's really, that's too, to me, it's like, if I was doing it, I was like, that's too cheap. I mean, Mike Nishan, he's 10 grand above that. And then if custom pools, probably another 10 or 15 because he could get it.
Yeah. He was over 80.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, not common. Not uncommon. He's like, hey, he's got plenty of business. And he doesn't want, again.
He doesn't need more right now.
He doesn't need more. Yeah. So I get it. Again, that's why we live in America. It's capitalism. It's
it's feast or famine. I totally get it. But I'm really happy with going with Dave. I think the end result will be quite nice.
So we can that's kind of, you can change whatever you want. And I can lower that back wall too. I don't have to make that back wall so high at all.
Okay, so, we were going to do a couple features.
Sure.
Oh, I like what you got going on there. So Bruce is going to join us at 12:30.
No problem. Well, he doesn't get any input because he wasn't here in the beginning, so he's grounded.
I know. That's right. He's just got to look and see. That's okay. He just wants a pool.
He just wants a pool, and I'm also a professional marriage counselor. Yeah. So, yeah. But I only give one piece of advice, and then just do what she says. So I'm gonna give him. That's all you gotta do. So.
I like how you butted that up against the wall, like a corner, like that.
Yeah, I mean the other thing.
Bruce will like that.
Yeah, the other thing is that. So what we can do is I can do the rest of the concrete, so we can be here just in a few minutes. And the other thing is that you could square it out, put a little, if you want to put the Baja shelf over here so it's not part of the pool, it'll cost you a little bit more. Or put it inside the pool, if you want a little bit different, because if it's me, instead of having that's kind of a high raise back there, I probably, and this is why I just absolutely love what I do. It's just so much more fun than building the freaking thing. So it's a lot of work to build these pools. It really, really is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And again, you're just managing cats because that's what we are as people. We're not any fun. Most of the time, I don't think so. I don't think we're fun at all. This is the easy job right here. This is just, we're going to talk and I'm going to do a plan,
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's, I know other builders, they have their salesmen do this, and I think they spend a lot of time doing it where you're just knocking it out.
No, this is, so again, I used to have salespeople, and this is how I learned. So I learned 20 years ago. It was when I learned CAD in college and in the Navy. And then this is how this is the company Anthony Pools said, hey, we're going to give you a computer and you're going to go to 3 people's houses a day and you're going to design their pool. I was like, oh, it sounds like fun. Okay, let's do that. So that's what I did. And so I draw really fast. If you saw my setup, I'm sitting here and I have 2 screens and a bunch of keyboards. And I'm a super geek. That's all there is to it. So, yeah. And it's just a lot of fun. And I got a little, I'm a salesman at heart. So, but I don't got to sell anything anymore. I just got to sell myself and make you happy. But the sales guys are really, they suck at this because they don't have the experience to understand how to build it. And then they're just not, very nice. And again, they're just inexperienced. If you don't have 5 years of doing this, of designing a pool, no offense, what are you doing? And the only way to learn is to do it. And we don't have apprenticeship programs and all that other stuff. So I'm assuming that we're going to have the shallow end over by the spa. Or if you're going to have a shallow end,
Yeah. So basically, we like the rectangle shape so that we have a swim lane, and we don't want a deep pool, so there's no need for a deep pool.
Right.
So for some reason, it's always 3.5 and 4. Why is it 3.5? Why can't it be 4 and 4?
It can be 4. You can go right to 4. It's no problem. Yeah. Yeah, you can just go to 4. You just got to put it on the plan. You just got to make sure and be there at that dig, because the guys are just so trained that it doesn't have to be. You can have pool any depth you want. It can be anywhere you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very custom. That's the problem we had with the engineer. Was he's like, well, and I was like, well, you got to be there for the depths, and you were told that, and then you didn't show up. So you got to be there. So 4 to 5.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And then 4.
And then so just no problem. And when I get off the phone, when I send this over to Dave, I'll go, hey, they don't want 3.5, they want 4. And I'll go, okay, no problem. He's pretty easy. Pretty easy guy to deal with.
Let me see. Oh, he's hang on a second. Email. YouTube. Link.
Yeah, everybody's going. I got to send a little pre-fest email because everybody's doing the Google meeting, and we don't use that. Or at least some people are doing that.
So it's just YouTube. So I can add him to the call, yeah?
Yeah, you can just go ahead and you just, I think on your phone, or I don't know if you have an iPhone or an Android, but you just add a call if you got me on speaker.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey there. I'm here.
All right. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Okay, so Bruce, just go to your Yahoo account and the last email from PJ Corona. It has a YouTube link, and go to that.
When did he send it to me?
It just came a little while ago. Here in a minute.
I see it.
Okay. So it's just pretty interesting what we've got going on here. You see it?
I see it. Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Looks good.
Do you like how it's squared up to the wall?
Mm-hmm.
And see, he put a high wall on the back for, to catch the leaves.
Okay, I like that.
So now so you've got our spa there, and so we're talking about a Baja shelf now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys like that, we'll keep that kind of there, like that. And then I'll change one thing. So now this wall the wall that's next to the spa, that's your 3-foot wall right now, Dave will knock that out, the portion that's part of the pool. He'll knock that out, and it'll stay at that same height. It'll just become part of the pool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw that in right now. So because then what you'll do is you just want to have that portion of that wall be stacked stone or whatever, or whatever you're going to be. Now you could keep it the same. There's a tile or something, but it won't match exactly. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, no, I like what you're saying. Yeah, I like how this keeps the rectangle, and it doesn't use up as much of the yard as what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Enter your personal identification number for in-punch credit. You have clocked out at 12:30.
Yeah, you guys probably saw a lot of salespeople if you had quite a few bids.
Yeah. Well, we had 3 actual bids. We talked to 5. We had 5 contractors out.
Whoa.
Or salesmen.
Yeah. Just tell me one of them wasn't Mr. Carlos.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's probably the worst. That's the worst pool company I think there ever was. Yeah.
There was one. Have you heard of Executive Pool and Spa?
I've heard of them. Yeah. I haven't heard good things.
What's that?
I haven't heard good things.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the problem is it's just experience. We're all older, and you got to, this technology has led people to believe that experience is not as valuable as it actually is, I think. And that's coming into, everyone's learning that real quick, really, really quick. So let's see how this looks like this. And then I can change. There we go. Oops. It doesn't like that computer. What? You didn't like something. Let's see. Was that it? That was it. Okay. You don't like that. So what are you doing funky here? Ah, there you are.
This reminds me of Vizio.
That's how I learned. That's the software that I learned on to begin with, was Vizio.
Yeah, I was using Vizio today, hating it.
And you said hating it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be a little bit cumbersome.
Like the pool's a lot smaller than the other way.
It's 35 by 17.
Okay.
What is going on with that? Why doesn't it like that? What's going on, computer? Oh, that's why. Dork. Okay. Gotta make it the right height. Ah, there we go. Eureka, he says. Okay, so now we can change this other wall back to that split face. Okay, there we go. So now I would put that, do you want to put that Baja shelf and do you want to put it over here in the chalet next to the spa?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's kind of like, you kind of got that, it'd be kind of nice because now you got a nice area to kind of get in and out near the spa. And we can move that spa if you want, but it's kind of nice. I wanted to keep it away from that post. So that was the biggest thing, And the spa, again, it's 7 by 7. So I don't know how big of it. You had a pool before. Did you like that Baja shelf pretty decent size?
Yeah, you could put like a chair on there and, sit in the pool.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Then if it's me, see, I would just go ahead and put a step here. It would be nice.
Yeah, I think
I've looked at them houses out there in Fontana. It's a nice place.
Yeah,
I think
thought that would come out now, but I heard it.
It's a steal. People don't realize it's a steal when it comes to cost because everybody thinks it's like Fontana. I'm like, yeah, it's not a bad place.
Oh yeah, we were there. I had anxiety about moving here. For real.
I think it's a pretty nice place. Again, Mike from Castaway, who you had out, he's always, you should buy a house out here. We're pretty good friends. So
Mike with Castaway, you said?
Yeah, Mike with Castaway. He's a little rough. Most people don't get along. It's really, I hear, because he'll go up against Dave all the time, you know, because Dave does that area. And Dave's personality is just, he's just he should be from New York. I don't know, you know, is the way he talks. I would probably put one over here like this. And I'm going to throw some water.
What's that?
Little bench just to get out of the pool. Again,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I just start throwing stuff in here. And then the nice thing, you just say, I like it, I don't like it, take it in, take it out. Bruce, I'm never going to swim in your pool. So you just tell me what you want, because it's not my pool, it's your pool. But I probably put one here. And then Dave's probably got 2 water features in your contract, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You might want to add, you know, let's just add one and make him really mad. I got to give him, you know, you can put one there, but I just might stick one there just because. See how you guys like that. If you don't like it, we'll take it out. And the $24 million question is, Bruce, do you know who Bob Ross is?
No.
Dang, both of you. Oh man. No.
See, we're not PBS people.
Well, you know, I'm not. Well, I don't know about liberal. I don't know if he was ever liberal, but I'm not a liberal person per se. But I like PBS. I like, you know, Sesame Street, all that stuff. I think this goes here. Yeah, I don't know if this goes here or if it goes here. We can add 2. Let's put 2 in. Really make Dave mad.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, just, you know, just kind of, if you're in there, so, what is going on? What happened? What happened? The computer is making me work today. Okay, what are you guys doing? Why don't you like something? Okay, this one? Oh, it's that one. Look at that. Wow. All right, Mr. Computer, you're just killing me.
Can you put it on the corner?
Yeah, no, I can put it on the, you mean the spillway, you mean, for the spa?
Yeah, like diagonal across the corner?
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't, you really, yeah. Let's see if Dave has a fit.
You know what I mean? Kind of like cutting that corner off.
Yeah. What might be nice is, you know, again, so we can either do this, and I'll show you both ways. So you can go like this, but you have to keep this open now. It's really hard. This has to be, if you do it like this, we'll get rid of this one. Where is that? Where are we at? Come on here. Oh, there you are. You kind of got to do it like that now. Kind of have to have it open. What might be nice is to have the whole thing open going into this pool.
So you can get out of the pool and go into the
Yeah, but if you do that, what I'm going to say is you're going to do it like this, and we'll go like this.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
Like kind of go all the way back here. And the difference is going to be if you do it like this, it's going to just drizzle over, which I like. But again, it's, you know, like I say, I'm never going to swim in your pool. But all this needs to be tile. You don't want to have stone on this edge. And we might want to curve. The other thing is, like, if you like this look, then it's no problem. You see how it's nice and pointed. You can keep that. That to me is kind of probably the best of my opinion. Again, like that. And then because it's a square pool, you can round this if you want. I don't think you need to, but keep it nice and square because we got a nice square pool.
Does that make the jacuzzi shorter though? Like,
No, it has nothing to do with the length at all. It just the coping. The jacuzzi has to flow into the pool.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. That's all it does. It just see the water is not going to spill out you're not going to have a lot of volume. It's just going to drizzle down the front. If you want it to spill out, then we got to close. We got to zip it up, you know, and make this area smaller. And again,
what do you think, Aaron? Smaller? You want to see it just on that one side?
Yeah.
You got a couple different options when it comes to this. because you can go here, right? You can do this, and then the pressure gets higher, right? You can do that.
I don't see it changing anything.
I like that better.
You like that better like that?
Mhm.
Where it's all open yet?
No, it's closed up now.
Oh, I didn't see that. See, I was seeing the other stuff. I never saw the closed version.
We're looking at the spa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see the closed up version.
Oh, maybe that is the closed up version. Maybe open it up more.
No, I'm just not seeing it now. I'm just seeing it. So I'm delayed over here.
Oh.
Yeah, it just depends on your internet speed. You might not have the same.
Yeah. So you like that better, Ann? Where it's closed up?
I think open more.
You like it open all the way?
Maybe to that step.
Yeah. So the only difference is you're just not going to have. As soon as I open up anymore, it's just going to drizzle down that front. You're not going to have any water. You can see the side there. See how it's coming out and flowing over?
Yeah.
It's not going to do that. It's just going to go straight down. That's the only difference. So you can open it up this way.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
So you go to here. And again, this is all, so this, but see how it's not going to look like that. It's going to look like this. See how it just comes down the face.
Can you see that, Bruce?
No, I'm way behind you guys. He's like still working in the corner right now. So
Yeah, just a difference in internet.
I'm probably like a minute behind you guys. Now I'm just seeing what it's going now.
So, do you think it should be symmetrical on each end? So
I don't think so, because I like the fact that because you have this cutoff here, but it's really your opinion. I'm not a feng shui person, so I could care. To me, I like it kind of a little bit, but if you don't make it even, I tell people like, what you'll do if you have people over, like, how come you didn't make it even? That's what you're going to get a lot of.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, we better make it even then.
Yeah, I would tell you to just go ahead and you just do that.
Yeah.
And then that kind of looks. I like it either way. I like it open on that corner. I like the corner being open.
Yeah, that's good.
And then and then you see the 3 water features. And then again, if you're trying to block if you get the pepper trees. What? Big pepper tree. I think you got one right about there. And then you could put one, even that right there. Then you could put one behind here, and you probably block that house pretty decent. And again, you can still get back to that equipment. And then you could put some shrubs.
Well, remember we got our wine, our grapevine up in there.
Right, up in here, and this up against this wall. Right here, right? So that's, if I look at your pictures. So you got your grapevines you got your grapevines up again in that upper area, and you got a couple in some pots. It looks like.
Well, no, those are
Something else. So basically, this is the area. Let me do that.
Chinese something. Wisteria is what it is.
Wisteria. Oh, that's one of my favorites. My favorite is angel trumpet trees. I love that plant.
Oh yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah, that's really showing my geekiness, my plant geek now. Let me make this. Oops. Yeah, most companies will have a sales guy come out, and then he'll come out again, do a little design, and then you can't change it. I want to change this. Oh, well, if you sign the contract. And I just learned it. I learned from an old school guy, and he drew 3 pools a day for 40 years in the place in the house. I just did it on the computer, so I didn't have to erase. And Dave found me and he says, "What? You do it right there in front of him?" I was like, "Yep." I was like, "Let's do that." And then the last couple of years, I've been trying to talk him into this, and the guy owns a Tesla, and I can't. Finally, COVID happened, and all right, we'll do it your way, PJ. I was like, "Oh, thank you, so much easier."
That's funny.
So PJ owned Blue Haven Pools first.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a franchisee for 2 years, and then I was their top salesman in Orange County for quite a few years.
Wow.
But the Orange County branch was great. The one that was in Inland Empire, the Dragon Lady owned it, and she was a piece of work.
Where was that one at? In the Empire?
She was out of Ontario. Terry was her name. I think she's dead now, but I don't know. But Mike, I had to. She was just a whole again.
Yeah, we built the pool in Ukaipa, and I think I had Blue Haven out there. And I chased them off, so it was probably her.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's just I had to train with her because that was part of my deal with Al Eisman was the guy that owned it. He was and he was just wealthier than God. And these are grapes, by the way. So I'm just putting them on the wall here so you can see them. Yeah, there's a horrible company. They didn't care about people. Come on. Go ahead, Ann.
Oh no, you're fine. You do what you're doing.
Yeah, it's nice to see this like this because then you can kind of get a real nice visual. Yeah, it's whether do you want to have this other tree, and again, do you want to get rid of that tree because you won't see the house next to you. You put one more pepper tree over here.
So I had a thought. We want to do like Bruce has a smoker.
Right.
We could put our smoker back there, Bruce.
Yeah.
Well, and you can
I don't know.
Yeah.
Equipment.
Is it a little house or what is it? Is it like one of the green ones?
Oh no, like a Traeger. It's a barbecue.
It's a bar. Yeah, you could. Well, is it like so? Is it you can put a barbecue up against this too? I mean, the thing is getting back here. You're gonna put some stepping stones or just walking gravel. You got plenty.
Not ideal.
Yeah, if you're trying to get back there all the time, then that's this area back here. What I would probably do is just put some shrubs, or it's a nice place to have a garden if you want to have a succulent garden. If you want to have just plants. I'm assuming the pool equipment. Did we put the pool equipment's going to be over here on the right on this side of the house? Back here.
Oh, you got it back there already.
Oh, do I have? Where did I put it? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
In the corner.
Yep, we got the equipment over there already. Yep. Sorry, brain fart there.
And then we want to do a fire pit.
Okay.
And a barbecue area.
Sure. And again, I would tend to do those on the bar, especially the fire pit. and a 3-footer. If it's just you guys most of the time, 3-footer's fine. If you're gonna have a lot of parties,
Yeah.
you might go 4, but that's a big fire pit. But
Yeah, 3 is good, I think.
yeah, let me show you a 3. It's probably the thing I use most in the backyard is fire pit.
That's by the house too, over there in that corner.
Yeah, I would put it again. You got plenty of room underneath there, so I'd tuck it a little bit out. Maybe put it over here by the pool, square it up right there, kind of with the house. And
Yeah,
then,
by that window there.
And then you're gonna put some.
You want it closer to the house, Bruce, or closer to the pool?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, look at it here in 3D, and then you can tell me. It's no problem to move. We aim to please. Oh, what happened there? What's going on? What happened? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, there we go. That's why. Ah, yes, Eureka.
I'm at lunch.
Oh, okay.
I'm dining at pool. Pool guy just went to community. Do you need something?
I'm just touching right now. That's the word. That's the cost of that dog fine.
Okay, just a minute.
So I'll probably call it a team and Centra.
Okay.
Bring back to the OR. I'll hold it done by like $3.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
He's in his office over there. Oh, thanks, hold on.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Yeah, there's pizza there too if you're hungry.
I'm assuming you're a veterinarian.
No.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Man. Hey there.
Austin, how are you?
Good.
Go grab something to eat.
Okay.
We killed last day today.
I'll be right over.
Yeah,
Thank
get
you.
in there. Sorry to interrupt.
You want to move her back? You want to move her over? You tell me.
I like that. Where's that?
You like where it's at? Cool.
Where's you at?
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then when it comes to the barbecue, do you want to put it underneath the California, the patio cover, or do you want to put it someplace else?
I think over there by that, close to the tree.
By the tree? And it just placed a grill, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's just a place to grill. It's not. You're not really going to
Yeah.
sit too much on it.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, Bruce, our last house, Bruce built this amazing island out there. It was just gorgeous. But in reality, we didn't use all the functionality of it.
Of it, right?
The time to enter your first for input. You have clocked in.
You guys still there?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good.
There she is. I know I did something. Okay. And you're gonna buy the equipment, and then so this one right here, so the barbecue grills they're 2.5 foot wide, 30 inches, and then I got this one, 8 feet. You can make it smaller if you want, but that's kind of what I consider comfortable. So you have a place to put stuff, and you can put this grill. And I like it on one side. And it was
My
me.
screen's not still showing the fire pit, and it's kind of frozen.
You might have to refresh. Tell that hospital to get some new internet, Bruce. Jeez.
Yeah.
All that COVID money. Come on.
Right.
My sister's a nurse.
Oh, nice.
So
Where she was.
she works down there in Escondido. And I forget what the name of the big one there in Escondido.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Palomar, huh?
Palomar, right? Palomar. Yep. And she's a trauma nurse.
Oh.
Her name's Lola West. She didn't take her husband's name. So
I have a good friend that works there.
yeah, she's a hard charger. We get along. She's not I call her my sister. They're one of my best friends. I've known them for 30 years. Since been in the service. But
How do you pick your sister?
I just call her my sister because we're so close. We're so close.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she's really not very impressed with the handling of the COVID. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I concur.
yeah, but again, you know what? We're old. What are you gonna do? People complain about it. You're like, hey, all right, what are you gonna do? Move on. And I don't know what you're gonna have back on that side area. Is that just gonna be plants, or do you want some concrete for some storage, or concrete?
Mhm.
Because I think on the left side there, you're just gonna keep what's there. You're not gonna kind of go into the right. Actually, it's on the right side, unless you're gonna put some more stuff there. But if it's me and you like the storage, just go ahead and concrete it all.
Yeah, that's what we're planning on doing.
And then do you want trees up against there, or do you want to concrete that whole area? Do you want to go all the way to the fence?
Yeah, I think concrete is best. What do you think, Ann?
Yeah.
Yep. I concur. A lot of wasted space. You can buy a lot of stuff and put it back there and never use it.
Concur, yeah. We already bought the stuff. We don't need
Did you buy? Yeah. Well, you gotta have, you gotta have a place for that stuff. If you don't have a place for that stuff, where do you do that stuff? Let me put some lights in the pool, and then you guys can see this at night. It's pretty cool. Yeah, really nice program. Just enjoy it. Michael,
It's impressive how fast you put this together.
I just do it every day. It's what? It's just I do it every day. And then the other thing is I really like to draw. I'm just a drawer. I just, if you like, when I figured out that I didn't have to be a contractor anymore and I gotta just do this, I was so happy. It was just because I was telling you, I just did not like being a contractor at all. Not even a little bit. You know what? Everybody's like, "Oh, don't you love seeing stuff when it's done?" I was like, "Not really. No, not at all." I just want to draw it. I just want to draw it and move on. That's all.
You're like, I already saw it.
I drew it. I know exactly what it's gonna look like. I promise you. I got a really good creative mind. Okay, so this, and it's just time again. I don't know about you. You guys, everybody goes, it's really impressive. It is, yes, but it's just you do it every day, you're gonna get good at it, or and it's technology. It's really. And the other thing is, I don't need I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've done it 20 years, and it's just time. I'm good at it because I do it. That's it. It's not, oh, that looks kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. Where's the dust?
So I think
That looks really nice.
Yeah, the things that I added that Dave, a little bit of might get a little bit. I added a water feature in there, and I don't know if he was going to take out any of that wall, and I didn't know if the pool was going to be flat or any of that stuff. So I don't know what his contract said. He's very fair, but it's not going to cost you.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, he's not someone. But really, very nice feel. If you want, I'll put some more plants in there. That's what you guys like. And I can throw some furniture in there. I can throw an umbrella in the Baja shelf.
Oh, yeah, we want that.
Yeah. So, because we're good on time. I know Bruce has got to go back to saving the world, saving people's lives.
Oh, yeah.
And what color umbrella would you like, Ann? I have green. I have red. Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay, Bruce?
Yeah. I'm still kind of. I just got done looking at the barbecue.
So you're very. You got it, man. What is going on? I'm very disappointed that. What hospital are you at? Can I ask, Bruce?
I'm looking at you're drawing a bunch of lines right now. I'm not sure.
Oh, am I? I was wondering what hospital. Do you mind if I ask what hospital you're at?
What was that?
What hospital are you at?
Fontana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to talk to those people and get them to upgrade that internet.
Probably. They can't afford it.
No, that's a tough business, man. Any business is a tough business. I don't care.
Yeah, I think they can afford it.
Can they afford it? I like Fontana. I think I'm gonna.
Healthcare is doing well.
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. The last thing we want to do is start telling people to eat right and exercise. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Not in our lifetime.
No. No. I just started. I'm a pescatarian, whatever the hell that is. I just eat fish now. And boy, I feel how wonderful you feel, or at least I do. But it takes a lot. Say it again.
What do you eat?
I just eat fish. I don't eat any dairy anymore. I don't eat any meat, red meat. No cheese. Just vegetables, beans, and the Beyond. I eat a lot of that Beyond meat crap, which is not bad.
It's like hamburger.
It really tastes pretty close. It's a little high in salt.
It's got a lot of cholesterol.
Oh yeah. You got to watch. Yeah. So if you eat chicken or meat, you're gonna get the hormones. If you get fish, you're gonna have the mercury. If you eat the Beyond Meat, you're gonna have cholesterol. Okay. Well, all right. What are you gonna do? That's starting to look pretty nice. Now, if that would just all pop out instantly, everyone would be happy.
Yeah, that looks nice.
And if
Very nice.
If you want, do you want me to throw a table and a set of like a couch in there too, if you want?
Yeah.
I think you probably have the table there. And let's put that out here. Let's see, where did I put the couch?
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I just added on or I can talk to her and present her accessible for the case. Do you mind just letting the medicine team know? It's not an emergency. I'd rather just catch her today and take that out of the equation rather than kick the can. But, and that's the way you're doing it. Yeah.
Well, that looks really nice.
out, but she had breakfast, so the students will do it at like 3.
Okay.
And that's hopefully when I'm finishing my case.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just about to start my third case with the case paper time out now. But if you wouldn't mind just updating the medicine team, that's our plan.
Okay, sure, I'll give them a call.
But yeah, let's see electrical stuff like that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I think it'd be a miracle to look alarm around 3 or 4, depending on what kind of things like with the case of miracle.
Okay, then. Great.
And the nice thing is you can go right back to this YouTube link, and it'll be there for as long as YouTube doesn't ban me.
That is really awesome.
Really turned out, yeah. I like that little. You got a nice pool, and that wall, that little pie kind of. You put the wall.
So, this is really extra that I might ask. So, on the other side of the yard,
Yeah.
the opposite way.
Right. Yeah. Over here.
Yeah. So, we have our RV
Right.
over here.
Right.
So that wall, the back wall, it goes into the side yard.
Right.
It doesn't wrap around like that.
Gotcha. It doesn't go. So it goes. It doesn't wrap around. So you just open. So this wall goes all the way. Let me see your pictures. I think it might show your pictures.
Yeah, it goes all the way, and then we have our RV there.
Gotcha. So it dead ends into that wall. I can't see it.
Yep.
There you go. Gotcha. No problem, man.
I mean, it has nothing to do with the pool at all, but I mean, it's so awesome. I want to show this to everybody.
No problem. Please do. And then tell them, go with Dave. Or I pretty much in the summertime, I'm just doing pools. It's just so busy. But sometimes in the winter, I do other stuff. But most of the time, I just do pools. And then that's pretty much all concrete over there on that side.
Yeah, we got it's 16 foot off of that wall is concrete, and then we've got our RV that goes. It's from the corner of the house.
Right.
We've got a gate from the corner of the house to the property line, and then we have a 16-foot pad for the RV.
So is that whole area back there all concrete or no? Just
there's a triangle so it's 16 foot from the right wall and 12 foot from the left wall or from the house, and then 4 foot from the back wall. So there's a triangle of dirt that we have a garden.
I'll do my best here. So this wall, when I'm looking at this, so there was a wall there originally. Did you guys knock it down and do a new one?
No, on the front, yeah, we knocked that down, the front wall.
The front wall,
and
gotcha.
we've got a gate, a 16-foot gate.
Right, gotcha.
Or it's an 18-foot gate, and then we've got 16 feet of concrete on the right, 12 foot on the left, and then 4 foot off of the wall in the back.
Gotcha. This is probably just let's see. What did you do? It's right there in the front. Okay. Is that what she did?
this is so the way to do it. You know, I mean, everyone else, they come up with a design and, you know, they hope that you're going to like it.
Yeah, no. So that's there. Okay. I'm just checking something on the Google Earth to see if because it's getting a little bit close when it comes to how close we get. We'll get it close enough. Is the gate in front a wooden gate? Is it a wrought iron? It's a wooden gate?
It's wood and wrought iron.
Yeah,
so it's framed with wrought iron, and then it's got wood planks.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got a wood fence. I can't do something too fancy just because of time.
Oh, yes.
Just because of time. But if you guys weren't so pleasant. Oh, Dave, yeah, he laughs because I'm not. If you're not pleasant, you don't like me. I'm really. You got to have manners in this day and age. I just can't stand it.
I hear you.
People don't have manners, and it just bothers me a lot. I think the house is here. I think this is 16. So I'm going to do that. That's all we'll do right there. Okay. I wish everyone could do it like that, but the problem is time and experience. I'm a little bit of a unicorn because I know how to, there's plenty of people that can use that can do the software. It's just they keep drawing fast and then doing what me and you and all of us like to do as adults talk is the hard part.
Right.
But what do you do? This is a triangle.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, we try. I try and do as best I can. It's just, what do you do? Plus, the more you tell Dave, he's still after this. This is just the first 2 weeks I finally talked him into this. Well, because
really?
Well, I told him, I said, I'm not going out, Dave. I'm not doing it. It's too much. Just too much. This is so much easier. If I show up with my house again, I used to do this again. The problem is I got to show up. I got to set all my stuff up. We got to meet and greet. I got to shake your hand. All this. We just start drawing. We just get going. There's none of that.
But people don't, especially. I mean, I do like to meet people, but I gotta tell you, younger people, they don't want you coming to their house if they have the option to do this.
No, yeah,
they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no offense. I don't want to go into their house either. I don't know. You guys are very pleasant. I'd rather just do this, be done, and hey, we'll see you. We'll see you on your merry way.
Drive anywhere.
I didn't have to drive anywhere. It's much faster.
So I do have a funny story.
Sure.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay, hon.
All right. Nice talking to you, Bruce.
Nice talking to you. I like what's going on. Thank you.
Yeah. So last night Dave came over to sign the contract.
Right.
And literally, he came in, and I just started sneezing. I'm having this allergy attack right now. So in our motorhome, is just so you know, it is along the fence, along the property line. It's not along the house.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you can move it or not.
I can, no problem.
But you did what I wanted, so I'm really happy about that. But anyhow, so Dave came to our house to sign the contract, and so he's very meticulous going through. He really does his due diligence that way.
Yes.
And immediately, I started sneezing, and I just had this allergy attack from hell. I could not stop sneezing. I'm blowing my nose, washing my hands, sneezing, blowing my nose, washing my hands. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she probably thinks I have COVID. And so anyhow, he had to endure that. And, if it's something you just did online, you wouldn't have had to worry if I had COVID.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but again, we're getting to that point where the issue is Dave's like, well, you got to talk to people and you got to see them. I go, you can do that on the phone. You can do that through the Facebook. You can do it through the FaceTime and through I use Duo and Zoom. And again, I talk to my brother, my mom, everyone, and it really feels like you're pretty much next to them. It really, really does.
When you do the FaceTime.
It really, really does. And you don't feel like you miss them as much because you can see their face and you can see, you can't hug them or touch them. But I don't really like doing that anyways anymore. So. I'm okay with it, but it'll be interesting to see how this progresses because I'm very busy and I'm at maximum capacity doing this now. Again, I actually can do more designs like this than I could the other way, and I really like that.
Yeah.
And it's so as a business person, it's much more profitable. I'm not driving.
Yeah, it's more efficient.
Yeah, and I lowered my prices, Ann, if you can believe that. I just lowered them last week. I said, hey, guys, I'm not going to somebody's house, and I'm lowering the prices. And everybody's like, you're lowering your prices? And I was like, yeah, because I charge, and I don't like Dave, but this now runs.
He didn't say.
Yeah.
I'm curious. What do you charge?
I charge, doesn't matter. If it's in Inland Empire, Arizona, Texas, and you got a flat lot, and I'll give you a pool, I'll give you the barbecue and the fire pit. And it comes with a plan, ready to be engineered, no engineering, no printing. And you get this session an hour and a half, right? And then the plan next week, $600.
What?
Yeah.
And that's with the plans and everything?
No engineering. The engineering for your pool will run another $300.
Yeah.
And
wow, that's a bargain. Because he doesn't have to. He eliminates the salesman really using you.
He eliminates his salesman, but he can go, hey, everybody. Here's what happened, Ann, is the pool companies. What happened is they were just, I understand why they did it, but the pool companies, when they started in the 60s, Anthony Pools started the modern, like we can build so many pools because of pressurized concrete. That's why they used to throw it up with shovels. Anthony here in Southern California was building so many pools. I got to figure out a way to do this faster. So they pressurized concrete, and then they were just moving. So now they had to figure out how did I sell pools? So guys would go out with pre-done pools on a piece of paper, and then the pool salesman was born. Right? But it takes a certain kind of guy because you still got to draw, right? So you got to have just enough. You're not quite an architect and you're not quite an engineer, and you have to have a personality. Right. So the guys of us that were successful are good salespeople, and we can draw. And if you can do that in the pool industry, you make good
money.
Really good money.
Yeah.
But now they have it, so now they've screwed it up because now everybody with this software, literally this software, this is called Structure Studios. In 2006, he screwed the industry because now they try and teach salespeople this, but they can't. And then they have designers who can't do. How many designs can you do in a day, right? Mm-hmm. How many I could draw. I can do 5 of these a day. That's what's that? 7.5 hours, right? Of drawing and talking. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 7.5 hours. So the max I do now is I'll do 3 of these a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, But that's too much. My sister-in-law is my business partner. She's like, PJ, stop. We're doing too much. It's just too much. You're burning yourself, because there's a lot, I know
you got to keep it where you still enjoy it.
Yeah, but I do. I did 3, so I've been doing 3, and Dave's busy and Dave's not I got plenty of contractors, but I don't know where it goes from here because the Chinese can't take this over. The Indians, it'll be a cluster mess. So I don't know where we go because this is the way to do it, but we don't have the people to do it. And even if tomorrow they started training people, it's fine. How do you do this? So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Because right now it's just a cluster. You got the same thing. You got pool companies. You had 5 guys out, and somebody didn't show up. I'm sure. For you guys,
Oh yeah. Well, in the beginning, so we've been trying to get somebody to come out for a while. COVID had nothing to do with our circumstance. We bought a new house. It has rocks and dirt in the backyard. We're putting in a pool. Let's go. And it took us, I would say, 6 weeks before we were begging people to come.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For real.
Before COVID.
Well, it was right at the beginning.
Oh, right at the beginning. Okay.
Here. It was right before COVID. So, we started. It was the beginning of COVID because let's see, that was mid-March. I would say early April we started, and it was like a month before we got someone to actually come out.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah.
And then when did you guys find the guy that you liked that wasn't Dave?
Once we started getting people coming, if we had people come in every week, twice a week, kind of thing. So then it started happening. And the executive pool guy, he just didn't have any experience. He had no reviews.
Right.
And, he seemed kind of like he was new, and we've done that. Don't want to do it again.
Right.
Then the Castaway, it just kind of, it didn't seem right. His price was high. He was actually a referral from one of the docs at the hospital. And, we would have thought they would have put more effort into trying to put something that we wanted.
Right.
But it really wasn't there. And I think with him, what happened, because he said that he uses other people, it was kind of an after the fact conversation. And, his daughter actually did the design.
Yeah, because I'm so busy. Because I usually do his designs, but I'm like, hey, if it wasn't, and you guys are a referral, I probably couldn't. He's really into, hey, I got to be there in a week or however did, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So and his price was too high anyway.
Yeah.
It probably would have been acceptable, not desired, acceptable. But Dave's model, what he does, I don't know if he does this with everybody or if he just reads you. Because salespeople, that's the key, is knowing who you're talking to.
Yep.
And so he read us right. He's like, you want a big pool? You want all the tricks and whistles? And, he threw it all in. It wasn't like, okay, well, let me 1,000 for this or 1,000. But
yep.
he was just so straight about everything.
Yep.
And so it was a no-brainer for us. We feel really good about signing with him.
Yeah, and if I can get him, I don't think I'd love to have, I'll probably circle back to you with him, Annie, and go, no one cares about you being in person. Again, you can do the FaceTime, especially with the young, anybody under 40. It's like, oh, I can have it online. Yeah. I can have an online appointment, Dave. Yeah. And he'll be able to see more people. He can see it all from Google. But I haven't talked these contracts. Again, it's just because they're old school and they don't understand that it's their knowledge and the way they talk, and no one's going to steal it. No one's going to steal that from you. Mike started doing it because he had so many people. But his personality, and I love Mike, and He's a great guy, but he's very, he comes off a little bit rough, I think. And no,
Yeah, no, he was. I wouldn't say rough. He's not real personable.
yes, that's the word that I'm looking. He's not tea and crumpets, and he's not. He again. Dave's not a. Again, I have to say, Dave's a consummate salesperson, which means he doesn't sell. He just tells you how it is, and he's being very, very honest. And he's not trying, and he's not making any. He's like, hey, and and again, whether it's a big pool or small pool, he just wants the pool, and he doesn't upcharge really for the concrete or anything else. He's like, I already got the pool. And the guys that are building the concrete and the everything else, they know they've worked with Dave so long that he doesn't got to manage them too much. He doesn't have a lot of headaches because all the guys he's been doing it 15 years, So, but again, there's not a lot of companies like that, and these pool companies get so big because pools are hard to build in the sense of, they're not most owner. There's more people doing owner builders, but it's a big pain in the butt, and it really is. It's kind of like building a house. That's why not everybody builds houses. They're easy to screw up. You gotta have the experience. That's super. That's why we can build all these houses so fast because you've got builders that we're doing the same house right after another. Even that guy that's learning. And pools are similar, but you see how easy it is to screw up and how executive pools, all these companies get big so fast because they got a bucket of money. Because, and that's the problem with contracting is you've either got a small guy like Dave and he's so few people that want to work that hard. And you sound like you work as hard as I do. I don't have to, and I work 60 plus hours a week easily. And most people don't want to do that. Most people I just want to work 40 hours a week. I got kids, I got whatever else, or whatever. Okay, I got it. Well, if you're a business owner, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
That's right.
And again, if you're a salesperson, that's not going to happen. So it's an interesting industry, in the sense of, and this is. You found the right contractor. Again, I think the reason Dave does so well is because we work so good as a team. Because I don't got to deal with any BS. He's even all my other contractors, he's the one that I have to deal with the least. Because but it'll be interesting to see where this goes from here. For me personally, because I love this and I want you to have a good experience. And I think that's the difference is that salesperson doesn't care. The big guys the corporate companies don't care whether or not you have a good experience. They just want the cash.
Right.
And that's the problem that I see is that we've stopped caring. I don't know. But maybe it's just human, whatever it is. But this conversation comes up a lot. It's funny because that's the person who gets the pool. Now I'm seeing the people that are in their late 30s. They can afford a pool. But mostly it's 40 and above, and we've all been through the ringer, and we all know the value of our time, and all the salespeople are under that. All the salespeople are 30 to 40, but the good ones are in my age, and they're they're like me. They're like, I got enough business. I don't need. I don't even when it crashes, I still got more business than I know what to do with. It's not. But
that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is. But again, it's sad to me because I want everyone to have, I think if you're a nice human being, you want the world to be a better place. But it is what it is. So, but this looks really nice.
Yeah,
it's just so pleasant.
Yeah, we're in a weird time, aren't we?
It's a weird. It really is. I don't know if we're in the Matrix. I don't know because. It just feels so strange to have grown up with all this technology, and now our kids don't know. Young people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. And I don't think the conversation I had yesterday, Ann, with a customer was they don't know what to believe, and they don't know how not to believe. And I think that's the problem. And again, but when did you learn that? I don't know when I learned that. I don't know. But it is what again, it's a very weird time. It's a very,
Yeah, I really hope that we get through this. Because it's like, we had the pandemic. Okay, so we're dealing with that. Now we got the social unrest. We're dealing with that. And so it's like, is this done? Are we going to move forward from this, or what's next?
It just seems to me, I hate to, and again, I'm not whether what political spectrum you're on. I understand how we came to this point, because I think that we've gotten to a point that that technology is too powerful for where we're at intellectually, and it's managing us now. It's managing people's emotional states. So the media, and I don't consider it news even, and it's not fake news. I don't like that term, but I think what happens is the news needs to create drama,
Right.
in order to sell something and to keep people on the edge of their feet, because they need to. Oh, I need to go to Fox or CNN or to The Hill or wherever I'm going to get all this stuff, or Twitter or Google News, because I need to know. And I don't know about you or me. I don't need to know anymore. I don't care. I try not to read the news. I just like, boy, I've been done with it for so long.
Yeah, I have to say I'm there too. I don't even want to see the news.
No.
And that's not me. I want to know what's going on. What are the politics today? I actually enjoy politics.
I do. I enjoy the debate. I used to really. I don't know. I really enjoyed the conversation and the debate when it was semi-civil. But we're way past it.
It's not that anymore.
And it's not. And it's as if. And when I have my best friend who's down in San Diego, and he just can't get off of the bone in his mouth that that one side is worse than the other, one side is better than the other, or the media is better, that somebody's better. I'm like, or somebody, and then you have other people think there's some big somebody controlling it. I'm like, boy, that just doesn't. Have you met people? We're pretty dumb. We're pretty. Have you met? I mean, like even Elon Musk, who I'm a big fan of. I really love Elon Musk, but he's pretty crazy. He's pretty you're probably the smartest person that's ever walked the planet, and you're the most motivated, and you're going to be the wealthiest. And I don't understand why you're doing anything that you do. I mean, I understand you're driven and all that, but I read he's read a lot of books by Robert Heinlein, and I read my books are different. I've read almost the similar books. And I'm like, I feel totally like I think you read the wrong books.
Is that the right book? I don't think that's the same book. You're
going to put people on Mars. Okay, we're going to screw up that planet too. Okay. But I just think we're just so far away from anything that's, the word normal doesn't exist. But
yeah,
it comes up often. It is what it is. The older I get, I'm like, I get it. What? I'm going to enjoy my life, and I hope my daughter. I don't know if you have kids. My daughter's 18, and she was telling me how she got shamed. How the shaming was going on with social media, with all the Black Lives Matter stuff, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I felt so sad. I was like, well, first off, there's a big debate that goes along with any of that before we ever get to you should, because we're Americans, and being American is about freedom and debate, for sure, and ingenuity. And if you don't get there, if you're not there at the baseline, and this generation has not learned that at all.
Yeah, I lost a pretty good friend to that not too long ago.
Yeah.
But basically, she shamed me for a view that I had.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yeah, how could? Yeah, well, again, I don't know about you. So I used to have quite a few people on Facebook, and it was about 6 months ago. I'm down to like 50 people. I don't want to, because it's so sporadic. And if you don't believe what they believe, they're upset. and even customers. But this is the funny thing is, and so I talk to at least 8 people a week, customers like this. At the low end, like when I'm slow in the dead of the week, 4 people a week. No one has a different opinion than what you and I are talking about. Even if you're on the left or the right, we all have come to the same conclusion that this is really weird. And that we're not talking or listening. But everybody I talk to that does as a pool is listening to what the viewpoint. So I'm like, who are these weird people that are cutting out their friends because they don't like what they say?
Yeah.
So, but I also know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, in my, and I don't mind sharing. I really feel unrepresented. To be honest, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican.
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in between, but I lean more conservative.
Yeah.
I have some of my views are very liberal, and some of them are very conservative. So I'm just kind of in that middle space. And so largely, I don't feel represented at all. But that being said, in my particular case, my friend was very liberal.
Yeah.
And so, she would try and shame me for my beliefs where I have strong opinions with reasons why I support the opinions or the people that I do.
Yes.
And you can have an argument, but then to turn it and, just shame you because of your belief. And it's like, oh no.
No, that's what happened. I think that's really where, and I'm going to end this YouTube stream just because we're getting